The hell's Nate doing playing some Tony Hawk's Pro Skater? Let's see. Get this guy on here.
So confusing.
Yo, what's up, Nate?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What's up? I'm playing Tony Hawk.
Ah, dude, jump on Warzone, play some deals, dog.
You wanna play Warzone?
Hell yeah.
Alright.
Just tips.
Alright, let me switch the game, alright?
Alright, cool.
Alright, you ready to play?
Yeah, I'm ready, dog. You working on a song right now?
Yeah. I just put up a video.
Oh yeah, I seen that on Instagram. That one? The one you
Yeah, I just put up a video, but I'm starting to realize, like, it doesn't even really matter what I put out, like, um, there's just so much shit that comes into play when it comes to, like, marketing and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
That's why Jay-Z said, just like, hey, you gotta have balance. Life is about balance. You have to have work and play, you know?
Yeah.
It's like everyone that makes beats is on a computer, and some of those
Seriously.
people that make beats are playing on the computer, you know?
Yeah, it's an
And
online
that's what
world
I'm.
now. It's an online world. Everyone has computers, and that's where all the money's at. Online. So much money.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Shit, I'm trying to do the YouTube right now, and
Yeah,
it's
we
like
should probably just start collaborating and shit.
I've been posting like once a week. I'm down. Well, GamaLlama sent me some music. I got two songs from him that where he has the hooks on already, and it's like the hooks are like it's like a
Yeah, he
verse.
needs to stop. If he's gonna, if Jamila's gonna send you beats and I'm gonna, work on it, he should just send them directly to me. You get what I'm saying? I think I was listening to Daylight, and Daylight was saying how anyone who wants to come up in music or whatever, they need to stop working on music and
And learn
really
how to
start learning.
Photoshop
Huh?
and learn Photoshop.
Learn Photoshop. And then once you learn Photoshop, learn how to video edit, you know?
Yeah,
And then once you learn how to do that, you basically become, you don't have to rely on a video editor. You don't have to rely on a film dude who records your videos. You can do it yourself. You know, you don't have to spend hella money on that shit when you can
yeah,
do it yourself, you know?
yeah.
Because,
But it also takes time to learn it. You have
yeah,
to learn
but
all the things.
I mean, yeah, it does take time, but it's not like it's gonna take forever, you know?
Yeah,
Your picture is like getting good exposure, you know? You get what I'm saying?
yeah. I think there has to be a balance. You
Like,
you
you
gotta have
need
a
to
little bit of both.
understand, like, marketing,
Yeah,
and, like,
for
because you
sure.
can put out a video and nobody watches it. You know, you gotta understand, like, the marketing side to, like, it's almost the same thing. Like, that's why you see these big artists, you link up with these gamers and be like, oh, wow, these gamers have big following. I'm gonna try to tap into that. And
True.
they diversify, you know?
Yeah,
And I feel like I need to diversify with, in any way I can, basically, like doing gaming and, there's like, even Snoop Dogg was in like one of the Call of Duties, you know?
yeah. He was.
Snoop Dogg was in one of the Call of Duties, and it was just like an add-on, and they
Yeah,
probably
his
just like
voice.
recorded him, and then they put it in the game, and they charged everyone like, oh, if you want to hear Snoop Dogg, you pay an extra $5, and then you
Yeah,
multiply that by
a
how
million.
many, like a million,
Yeah,
right? That's
probably
5 million.
more. Probably more.
It's like already 5 million off of if a million gamers are buying it.
Yeah, that's when you brand yourself and you're able to do that because your name holds weight.
I
You have
mean,
fans.
like, there's probably like a million people just in Sacramento, right? Or at least
Yeah,
there's probably at least a million people playing Call of Duty in Northern California. And you think about the whole U.S.,
yeah,
it comes. That's just part of marketing, and it's good for the game, and it's good for Snoop Dogg. It keeps him relevant, you know.
yeah.
So I'm starting to see like you need to market in any freaking way.
And then nowadays we have all the tools we need to do that. So it's like in a way, I watch Gary Vee videos and he talks like that every day you don't post videos, you just wasted a day. Like
Yeah,
why you gotta
yeah,
promote yourself?
definitely. You know, I can understand what he means by that, but I don't have like any like I'm irrelevant right now. You know, like I'm not
Yeah,
anybody. I,
I'm in the same boat. I'm
I
in the
feel
same
like
boat.
it's once you get that momentum and you're trying to like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you know there's another argument about like making music that lasts long. Oh, like you make music just for the you know, just for the clout, or you want to make music because you actually have something to say, and
Yeah,
it's like where people can relate, and it's still relevant 10 years down the line. And so it's like there's this big toss up, you know. Like,
yeah.
are you trying to make money for the music, or do you trying to make money because, or are you trying to make
Just
music
doing it for
because
the love,
for you know, because you
for the love, for the love of the craft.
care about the culture and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah, I'm really just starting to understand the marketing side of the music, and you know, because I'm independent or whatever, I have to learn
that's
it all
good.
myself and shit. Oh shit, I'm dead.
I downed one.
It's all you, 1v1. I fucking oh, the other guy died. All right, back to what we were talking about.
Yeah, my bad. Got a little crazy a little bit. I've probably dealt with that. What you're talking about, like the love or for the money, and I feel like when you do it for like the money, like a lot of times for me, I kind of like I don't know. I did it the wrong purposes. Like my motivation wasn't there. You know, I don't know how to explain it. Like
What
my
are you
heart,
talking about? What'd you do for money?
like trying to play Call of Duty and compete. I tried to be like I was trying to be a pro in Call of Duty, and I was doing it because I wanted the money. I didn't like care like I didn't really like Call of Duty that much. You know?
I think that's a whole nother diverse. I think that's a whole nother topic. I don't think that has to deal with marketing, dude.
You were saying that some people there's a toss up if you want to do it for the love of the craft or if you want to do it for the money, you know. And that's what I'm saying is like I did something for the money. I was like leading with the money. Like I want to make money off of this game. I know I can do it for Call of Duty, but I didn't really care about Call of Duty. I didn't care. I didn't know the scene. I didn't like watch the streams. I didn't like care about it at all. I was just thinking like I'm just gonna make money off this game, and I felt like that way didn't work out for me. Like it doesn't work out usually, or you could get like a little wave. You could ride a little wave, but that's it. Like it doesn't last. And you guys were talking about like something that lasts.
Making good music and getting paid versus making good music and not getting paid. So it's like you can think you can make good music, but if you don't have that marketing down, then how do you make money off of it? Like, right? Or you don't. Like a lot of these people, they don't completely make money off of music. They make way more money off of selling merch. Like Dr. Dre, like you would
Yeah.
think Dr. Dre was hella rich off his music, but he was
So you think
way richer
he
off of
did it?
selling Beats headphones.
Yeah, but I mean, you don't do you think there's a lot of good artists out there that aren't getting paid?
I've actually listened to some people on SoundCloud. I'm like, man, these guys are pretty good. But here, let's play to kill these guys real quick.
I got one.
Your teammate was sent to Gulag.
Like, you have to try to stay focused on the conversation.
No way.
I got one.
And then there's, you know, of course, there's the mainstream artists. You know, I don't need to name anyone, but they're still relevant. And you see that they put out good music, but they also have like these crazy endorsements. You know,
Yeah.
like McDonald's. You know,
Dang.
like
Cactus
McDonald's
Jack.
and who? Huh?
Cactus Jack.
Jack?
Cactus Jack. There's
Cactus
a
Jack?
Yeah, that's Travis Scott.
Oh.
He's just the Cactus Jack meal. That's his combo at McDonald's.
Oh,
You
it's
get the
called the Cactus Jack? I thought it was called the Travis Scott meal.
Cactus Jack meal.
Huh?
I seen it online as a Cactus Jack meal. Maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, you bought me back.
We're content creators, Nate. We
Enemy
gotta try to be
UAV overhead.
content creators. Make some of this money.
Yeah, I seen somebody tweet. I seen someone's tweet. It said, "There's money out here. Go get it."
I seen
I
it
was like,
like that.
"Come on, bro. You are fucking. Come
There
on, bro.
is.
You don't think my eyes are watering behind that tweet right now after reading that shit?"
It's. I mean, it does. You don't have to be sad about it. Just go get it.
Not
That's
sad.
it. You gotta go get it, dog.
Like, you don't think I'm. Like, I don't know. I don't think sad is the emotion to describe that. Sad. What the fuck?
Oh, what is it then? You said
Somebody.
there's water behind that.
I don't know, but my eyes start watering. Like, bro. Like, you really don't think I'm. You know. Like. Yeah.
The money's out there, dog. It's true. I
And you
agree.
don't think I'm fucking trying to do it? Like,
It's a
I'm
journey, bro.
frustrated. Frustrated is the more. I think being frustrated is more fucking accurate. Like, bro, you don't think I've fucking been wishing for a wave? Make a wave, make a wave or whatever the fuck that means now.
Yeah.
Riding waves, making waves.
I
What
mean,
the
it makes
fuck does that
you,
mean, you
you
know?
know you know what a wave is,
I know
dog.
what it means, but it's like, bro, yeah, you make a trend, you know?
Gas is closing in.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh shit.
Enemy UAV overhead.
I try to ping him like it's
I've
like
learned, you know what, when it comes to marketing and making a trend, I think it also, like, I seen a video about this guy who was dancing at a festival and he was the only dude dancing. And because he was the only dude dancing, he looked like a lunatic. He looked crazy, right? He looked like this guy's weird, you know? But
yeah,
then a second dude joined in, and then that second dude didn't. It didn't make the first guy look so loony anymore, because he finally had a dude doing what he's trying to do, and they keep doing it because they enjoy it. And then the third
yeah.
guy jumps in, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I seen this
And
one.
then
Yeah,
all of a sudden, everyone starts fucking doing it, you know?
yeah,
And they talk about the guy who was talking about, like, oh, this is how you make a wave, or this is how you start a trend, is like the most important dude is the second dude. Like, yeah, anyone can start a trend, but it's not until that second dude catches on and starts believing, you know what I'm saying, that you actually can make something happen.
yeah,
You know that video I'm talking about?
yeah. That's
And
true.
then everyone's dancing, and then the tables turned. The tables turned, and it was like, oh, now you're the only one or two people not dancing. You're the weirdo now. Now
It's
you're the fucking weirdo, and everyone's looking at you all sideways now.
true.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So I definitely believe, like, networking with people and try to put your skills together is definitely important. But it's the people, those people that don't believe, you can't really blame them, right? You can't really hate on them, but it's like it's just about getting people to believe in what you believe in or see what you see. You get what I'm saying? You need
I
people
do.
to.
And I think what it
Oh,
is
right
is
there.
like it's like permission to permission to be yourself. I think that's what it's about.
Bro, I cracked this shit. I hit him 2 times in a row.
I just hit the car.
I hit him twice, dude.
I think that's just like permission to be yourself. That's what it comes down to. And it's like once you see
Yeah.
someone, when you see somebody being themselves, then it liberates the next person to, like, you know what, I could be myself too. I've been wanting to fucking
Yeah.
dance.
Yeah, that's crazy because that, comes back to like making music or making shit. And it's like you're doing it for fucking to make money and
Yeah,
you're not being true to yourself. You're just copying other dudes and it's so obvious, bro.
yeah.
It's so obvious. Like, dude, you're doing what this other dude's been doing and it worked out for him, but it's not working out for you.
Yeah. What I
Because
see
you're
is,
fucking copying, dude.
yeah,
You haven't figured out who you are as an artist yet, you know?
and I think that like the more that people copy, it's like they're getting a smaller slice of the pie. Like if you're gonna copy someone else, you're gonna get some money doing it, but you're gonna get like a small slice of the pie. Versus if you do something original, authentic, you get all of it. That's all you.
Right. Like there's only one Lil Wayne.
Yep.
You know, we got all these other rappers out here trying to be like Lil Wayne. See, it's like
Earlier you said you were frustrated. Do you feel like quitting sometimes? Do you feel like giving up?
frustrated. No, it's like I mean, like when I seen that tweet, you mean? When the guy's like, "There's money out here, come get it," right?
Yeah. Yeah, but doesn't that like make you want to like
It's
do
kind of
more?
like there's money out here, come get it, and I'm over here like digging in the ground for it, and I keep digging and digging and digging, and I
Ooh,
still can't fucking find it.
okay.
And it's like, fuck, I'm tired from digging,
Yeah.
you know? And it's like, these other fools found it. I'm like, fuck, what do? Where am I digging in the wrong spot? You know what I mean? I'm digging in the
Yeah.
wrong spot, bro.
You got to dig within yourself.
You gotta search within, right?
Yeah. You're looking outward instead of looking inward. When you look inward, you
How do
see.
you find money inward? Is money in your heart?
Hey, low key.
You got love for the money?
Nah, I think the more you apply yourself to things, you see the things that hold you back. At least you should, you know. You should
Like,
eventually see the things that hold you back. Where we do
like,
things that hold ourselves back sometimes.
yeah, just like our insecurities. Is that what you're talking about?
But yeah, that's one of them
So
for
you gotta
sure.
throw your insecurities away, right? That's how you make money.
Haha, there's way more to it. Insecurities is just one
It's
of
too
those
vague
things.
of a statement, then, man.
There's a lot of, I mean, yeah, insecurity is one of them. A lot of
So,
times people don't post things because they're worried about what people are gonna think about them.
you know,
They're insecure.
before I stepped into music, I was trying to go Call of Duty Pro with you.
Yeah,
So we were on the same road, and I was like, "Fuck, the energy it takes to do that." It's like, man, I might as well do music, but it's still like there's different roadblocks, you know. And I'm just starting to learn like either way, you need to develop a persona online. You know, that's what making music is. Your music's digital. You gotta make a digital persona, and like likewise to being like a pro and a professional Call of Duty player and making music professionally. Like for example, like I used to look up to like Nate Shot and Scump, you know, and they're younger
yeah,
than I am, and I've been trying to do what they've been doing for the longest time. And the longest time, I'm like, man, if I just need a computer, man. I can do what they're doing. I just need a computer, and I finally got one, you know. And now I actually able to have a computer to actually do it, but it's like, man, I'm not gonna try to go back to trying to be a Call of Duty pro. But
mm,
we're setting a trend. You know, it was Nadeshot and Scump. Without them, who knows where Call of Duty competitive would be? You know what I
it's true.
mean?
Yeah,
It's like they're like the backbone of they're the fan favorite. Like they
it
made
makes
their own wave, 2 man, 3 man. You know.
it made playing Call of Duty fun.
Well, it was Hex, right? It was Hex,
Yeah, yeah. Hex was doing it too.
and then everyone who was on the Hex organization,
Yeah,
right, right,
because
they were like,
what you're talking about to me is reminding me that you just have to build on the craft itself because you like you said that where would Call of
Battle
Duty be
Royale.
without Nate and
Mark a
Scump?
drop point for
But
your
then you
team.
can't say like
You'll
well
lead them in.
where would Nate and
You've got
Scump be
gas
without
closing
Hex?
in fast.
And then you
Get to
could
the
go
safe
where
zone.
would Hex be without
right.
his
It was
friend?
yeah.
You know, it
So
goes down.
Hex
It's
was
all
like
about Call of Duty.
the first man, and Nade and Scump were like the second and third man, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean, on that crowd thing. But you know, there's been a lot of people who try to get on that wave and ride that wave, and they felt pressure to do content and they couldn't hang.
yeah,
They couldn't. You know, they were copying Scump. Like remember when JCap put out some videos, and he
yeah,
was like, "Yo, yo, yo, this is JCap." I was like, "Bro, you have to be original. Like Scump is doing that. You know,
yeah.
like you're just bold, flat out face copying someone else." And it's kind of obvious, like you don't know what you're doing, that's fine, but eventually put some thought into it and figure out like who you are. You know what I mean? And then
There's one behind them too.
yeah, I got him, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, see, that's what to me that comes against it, knowing yourself. And like a lot of times, you're trying to do things just to be like somebody else. And that's just
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah, there's people that just don't want it that bad, dude.
yeah.
They don't want it bad enough.
They don't exactly. Has the same
See,
concepts, dude.
that's why I can never be blackballed being independent. You know why?
You have all the leverage.
Because when you're independent, it's like
You
I
own
mean,
every.
you
You
can
own
get
the music.
blackballed, but once
You own the music.
if you are the one who's doing everything, then there's no one who can blackball you because they're like, you know how to do it all yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But other people, there's other people who want to blame others and be like, oh, my success, I never reached success because these other people never wanted to work with me and I got blackballed out of the industry. But it's really like, nobody owes you shit. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not
Yeah.
willing to learn,
Battle Royale. Mark a drop point
you
for your
always
team.
have to learn. Even when you get your high-paying career job
Get to the safe zone.
and you went to school for, you're coming in. You're not coming in at the top.
Yeah.
Like, there's still people above you and shit.
It's true.
You know, that's why I was doing this music shit, because I was doing this music shit so I can stop kissing ass at work. Like,
Shit, I
anyone
mean-
who has a job has to kiss ass, and some people don't mind doing it. But me, it's like, I'm not trying to get, you know, I want to collab with people, but I'm not gonna like bend over backwards and kiss your ass, like, and
Yeah.
force it, you know, and try to force shit, you know.
Dropping into the AO.
Yep. I feel it.
Lads, let's get it.
Essentially, that's what I want is to be self-sufficient. I want to be able to have my own
Yeah.
income without having to work for anybody else.
Yeah.
Lose.
Now, online, there's all these platforms to do that. So I mean, I'm just trying to figure it out and learn. And like, there's
Oh
Twitch,
my
there's
God.
YouTube, there's so many different outlets, music, Spotify, Tidal. You know, there's so many different things that make music. You just have to.
Yeah, it's all about you know, it's all about networking and diversifying yourself, you know. Like,
but-
these
but-
artists,
This is a good question. I have a good question. So there's a lot of artists and people who they just slide in like everyone's DMs. They're just sending spamming people with messages. Hey, I don't know you, bro, but would you mind checking out my music? You know, just following people on social media. Do you respect when people do that to you, or is that like something
those
you respect?
artists, you know, it's desperate as fuck, right?
It's desperate, right? Yeah.
But it's like, okay, I'll spend like a good minute trying to look. You know, you sent me the link. If you send me the link, then all I do
Yeah.
have to do is click on it and let it load.
Because to
Yeah,
me that happens a lot where people will just follow me and then they'll
Yeah,
try to promote something, try to sell
they
me
need
something.
promo and they need, you know, they need. It's like they're in it for themselves, right?
Yeah, and it's
But
like
at the same time, if it's good, like if the music is good, then I'll fuck with them,
yeah,
right? But most of the time, that a lot of these artists are having to, you know, do their own promo, and they're
yeah,
still figuring everything out. They haven't even figured out their craft enough, you know,
yeah,
to like, you get what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
And to me, that's a good point. I feel like I that's how I was. Like I
to
wasn't.
be honest, anyone that has ever sent me their music and was telling me to listen to it, it was trash. I've never
Yeah,
had one artist send me shit and I'm like, oh damn, this guy's good. He just sent me a message out of nowhere. But it was it's usually when I found somebody that I just stumbled upon. I'm like, oh man, this guy's cool. Let me, you know. It's usually like those people that DM me and shit. Like,
okay. So the question is,
It's-
where do you find those new artists that you think are pretty cool? Like for me, I found Kasky on YouTube, and I was like, yo, this guy's fucking pretty dope. Like, and I just seen
YouTube, yeah, YouTube. I love YouTube.
what else? What other outlets?
YouTube, and then sometimes on SoundCloud I'll find some artists.
Yeah, I'm not really big into SoundCloud.
And Twitter.
So I don't know.
Twitter and SoundCloud. One is YouTube. Number two is
YouTube.
Twitter. And then pretty much anyone who like is trying to do music on Instagram, it's not.
I feel like everything's watered down though. That's what like there's a lot of like
What does
bad
that mean?
stuff out. Like there's a lot of bad stuff out there. Like there's not a lot of good music. It's a lot of bad music. Like I run across a lot of music and it's just like everything else. It's like there's no purpose to it. It's just like it's just to me it sounds like people that are just trying to
Watered
pretend.
down. What does that mean?
Like there's a lot of bad music than there is good music. So that it's like watered down.
Some like there's usually people like on a label and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm the A&R," or they're basically scouts, you know,
Yeah,
and they go out
yeah,
and scout for like, man, where can I find some people online? You know, where can I find like the newest hottest popping rapper and see if I can get them signed? You know,
yeah,
want
yeah.
want
But
to
so
walk them. They're like
yeah,
sharks, bro. They're
yeah. I mean,
sharks through.
if you
Huh?
think about it, that's with Stilo and DCM, that's he was doing that for himself.
Yeah,
He was
but he was the actual like owner. He was like the owner,
so,
and
but he
then
was doing that job where he was trying to find new talent, where he was always on the he was like always networking and on the talent hunt, like just keeping ears
yeah.
open
So
for
he
people.
found you on Twitch, right?
Yeah,
And that's where
exactly. Yeah,
like
yeah. So he was
that's
like
where
a
all these
scout in a way. He was scouting on the
different
Switch.
platforms. Yeah, that's where all these different platforms come on. You know, it just comes down to like diversifying.
Crazy, dude. There's so many like
S-
fucking aspects of all this shit.
Yeah, like nobody knows who I am. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's people I met in real life, but you know, they don't really know who I am anymore. I don't keep in touch with nobody.
You have to create a buzz like within like a group of people, dude. Like it starts off with your closest friends, and you got to get them to like share your stuff with people,
Yeah.
and then it
Just
got to get
wait,
to the point where
just wait
people
till
are
we do wait till we do our music videos, man. Just wait till we get like maybe, maybe I'll only make 5 songs or 6 songs. You know,
you think that's enough
what
for
if I
you
only
to
make 5 songs? You know, and then start getting burnt out because I wanted to make an album, but what if I only make like a 5 song mixtape? You know what I mean?
yeah,
And then because I still have to do the music videos, and it'll be like, man, like we already did that little music video,
yeah. But I
and
mean,
it only
like for
got like
me,
100.
Friendly loadout drop on the way.
yeah. But I mean, for me, I think that you get better at the craft by putting more stuff out. You know, like I don't think you can just only like do 5 pieces of work and then like oh you're gonna be
You've
revered
got
as a
gas
good artist. Like
inbound.
I think
Safe
you
zone
learn through
relocated.
experience too. You know, you have to
There's
put
people at the loadout.
multiple things out.
There's one more. He's right here. He got stuck. He got stuck on the
He is
thing.
hunting you. Stay alert.
uh, but you still have to network. You know,
Yeah,
you have to do everything.
I mean like for me like I don't
You're
I
losing
didn't feel
ground.
comfortable in networking when I didn't have a catalog, when I didn't have anything to show for myself. I wanted to establish something first. And for me
Right.
personally, I feel like it's like spend time in the spending time in the basement, like just working on your craft. I feel like you need a little bit of that too.
Get to the safe zone.
In order to
Yeah.
you gotta get
Yeah.
good at what you're doing. You know, you gotta put some
Yeah.
hours in.
I'm definitely gonna need to put out some shit, some more shit before I start work.
Yeah, like
Before I
you could
start collaborating,
like
music wise.
like art got sniper. What am I doing?
Oh, I sniped him through the fucking window.
Fuck.
Is he on the
I
roof?
got
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was
I downed him.
good shit.
I'm gonna go push him. Shit on him. I got him, bro.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I definitely understand. Like, I think you definitely need to put the work in to make people want to collab with you, right?
Yeah.
But
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
collaborating is still a form of marketing, but it's just collaborating. You're sticking to like music, whereas when you're marketing and diversifying, you're reaching into other places. You know,
Collabing is marketing.
I
I
feel like
mean,
it's easier to be like you say something and it's within your means of doing it,
yeah.
and then there's some people who are like it's
I
not
feel
within
like
their means.
I
It's
feel
not
like
within their
Safe
means,
zone.
uh,
Watch for
I
enemies.
mean it's
but they
a
still
lot of
make it
people don't
happen.
apply themselves. A lot of people don't apply themselves, you know, as much as they need to make it happen. Like it's like a half-assed attempt. Like some people that will they won't jump all the way in because they don't want to be called out for failing. Like, oh, you tried to become a rapper but you failed, or you tried to be a pro gamer
Oh
and you
yeah,
failed.
yeah, yeah.
So
No one
so
likes to be.
people don't jump all the way in and do exactly what they need to.
Well, sometimes they do jump all the way and they still fail, and they don't want to be like considered a failure, right?
Yeah, but then it's on to the next. It's just it never ends, you know, until you're dead. It's always
Yeah.
just on to the next thing.
Target marked.
Enemy UAV overhead.
Right down them.
So,
Yeah,
so you know, it's just about networking and being open-minded, right? I think it comes down to being open-minded, networking, and just diversifying and branching out. You know, in any way you can, right?
I, personally, to me, I think it's balance. You have to find a balance between the craft itself, the business aspect of it, and then the networking, marketing. You have to balance all those things out. You can't over network if you don't have the product and or the talent. You can't you can't overplay and then not put anything out and not have anything to show for it, and then you just you gotta balance it out. You gotta do
So
a
it's
little bit of all of it.
so you need to have a balance and do all of it, but be balanced with it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. That's why, gaming's frowned upon. Like we were gaming, but we're talking about, some from what we know, if anything, we don't know shit, like
yeah,
we don't know enough. We're not successful to preach on this kind of shit. I think
yeah,
having that moment, I think it's crucial. Like once you start putting shit out, you have to stay consistent.
yeah,
You have to definitely have to stay consistent somehow, some way, because if you put something out and then you don't do it for a long time, people forget about you.
that's true.
And I think you need to stay consistent, but you need to stay balanced too.
I'm down.
So another thing I was thinking of was like clout, and like a while ago I was talking about like J Cat was making those videos and like he was pressured to do it, but he really wasn't. His heart wasn't really in it.
Yeah,
It's kind of like you got to put your heart in it. People can pick up on you being authentic and having heart, right?
yeah, for
And it's like
sure.
you can say stuff that's real, but it's not really like you need to say stuff that's real. I mean, you can say stuff that's fake. You'll get exposed, right?
Yeah,
But
that's why the people make a living off of that.
like you can
Yeah,
say stuff that's
keep
real,
start.
but that doesn't mean that you're gonna have an identity. Like you need to have an identity. When people see your stuff, the content that you put out, they say, "Oh, that's you." Off the rip, I know who that is. Whereas if like you listen to Designer, remember Designer, and he came out with like two
Panda
squads and a panda, digga da bugga da banana.
song.
He sounded like Future. Like everyone thought he was Future, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
it was like, oh no, this fool's name is Designer, and he fell off. Like he was
yeah,
caught he had a one hit wonder.
yeah. He did.
But he really didn't have his own identity. He didn't have his own identity. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
like even like these streamers, like everyone is streaming now, and it's like fuck. Maybe I can be a Call of Duty pro. Nope. Maybe I can be a streamer then. Nope. Maybe I can be an artist. Okay, I don't see. I'm up for the challenge. But
I think what it comes down to is just
it's like
it's one of those things.
oversaturated.
Everything's oversaturated. That's kind of what when Junior stepped
No,
in.
not everything. Some people find out like where the supply and demand they find out where there's a supply and demand for shit.
Yeah,
And then
but I mean,
and then that's where they come up. They were the first ones to do something.
yeah,
They weren't the best at it, but they were the first ones to do it. And then other people started getting better at it, and then you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I feel like being the first one to do something is is a way to come up.
yeah. It is. So essentially, that means doing something that everyone's not doing.
Like even
That's,
in competition, like Steph Curry was like shooting threes. He changed up the whole NBA, you
he
know.
did.
It's like,
They
man,
did,
well, this
yeah.
motherfucker's just shooting threes like nothing. Like, why don't we
And then
start doing that? Now everyone's
yeah,
doing it, and
yeah,
it's totally
changed up
fucked the
the
whole
game.
game up. You know,
Yeah,
you know.
it's true.
That's what I'm saying. It's like you got to be the first one to like, and it's like nothing new. Like anyone could have done that, but nobody fucking did it. You know, it was like so obvious to do it that nobody did it.
Yeah, but it goes. I think it goes
You
deeper
know?
into that because it's not that easy to do. It's not like everyone can be a Steph Curry too. He was one of his kind in the sense that what he did fucking
He's
well.
still a
Battle
he's
Yeah,
still a
Royale.
beast, dude.
he
You've
is.
got gas
Dude,
closing in fast.
they
Get
won.
to the safe
They made
zone.
us a finals like 5 years in a row.
Proceed to the safe
And then another thing is like fucking this shit's going digital. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm just speaking in general. You got to be the first one to do something that and wow people with it. You know, like oh you're the first one to do this or that.
But
You know.
yeah, but I think you also gotta whatever you do, just do it like do something
Eliminate all
that you
targets
want to
in the
do.
AO.
Do something that's not forced, something that you enjoy
Right.
doing. You know,
Right. Of
you can tell,
course.
like you said,
You're
you said, excuse me, you said
obviously.
you can tell when something's like not authentic. So just you gotta be yourself when you do these things, these new
Yeah,
things.
it's. I mean, you could argue that people develop over time. You know, they kind of copy someone else, and then they find their own way, right?
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You have to like be obsessed. Like, I feel like being obsessed is good. Like, people don't like people who are obsessed with things, but I come to find like I'm obsessive. I
With
have
you,
a obsessive personality
with the what?
with anything I do. Like,
Yeah, you know
I
what?
like to. Huh?
I feel like I'm the same way.
Anything I do, I love to obsess into things, and I feel like getting into a relationship is kind of bad because like when I like talk to girls, I'd get all obsessed with them, you know, and I'd
Yeah.
want to do everything, but I took that energy and put it into this shit, you know, and now I'm able to figure out things. It's like the
Have
doors are closing on you before you even realize there's a fucking door. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Fuck, I didn't know I had the potential to that, you know?
yeah,
And when you're obsessed with things, like, it's kind of like that blind mole who keeps digging, you know? Like, eventually
yeah.
he's gonna find, like, eventually he'll find a light, but he'll probably also dig his way into, like, the center of the earth and die. And then you fail. You get old, you get fail, and then you get burnt out. You just never figured it out, basically.
But I mean, to me, like I'm not even trying to like say it again, but I feel like it comes down to finding yourself, dude. Like it's once you find who you're yourself and you fall in love with who you are as a person, it doesn't matter what you do because the things you do, you'll do it with like heart, passion, and like
Yeah.
you put everything into it, you know. And that
Yeah.
it all ties down together with kind of what everything we're talking about, in the sense of you have to jump into it too,
I
you know.
mean, yeah. I think once you get over failing, like you don't mind. Once you're like, you know, being scared to fail is gonna hold you
Yeah,
back. But once you get over like being looked at as a failure, and you keep failing and failing and failing, like
yeah,
that's when you start making
yeah.
strides.
Well, trip out on this. There's a Bob Marley quote. I don't know who posted it, but I seen it on my timeline, and it says, "Y- "You you begin to win the race once you realize there's no race at all." And I feel like that's what we're talking about right now. Is that being afraid to fail is like we're being afraid to lose, but there's no losing. You know, there's nothing to lose. You just once you get over that, then you just do you. You just like fuck it, I'm just gonna do what I want to do with my life.
I think you lose your popularity, dude. Like we don't even have it,
Yeah,
but I think we're talking about clout, right? What's crazy too is like we have Twitter, but these Call of Duty people will be trending on Twitter, dude.
yeah,
And it's like the biggest audience of gamers, like all the gamers are on Twitter, you know. And some of these athletes and celebrities are kind of like puzzled that don't really keep up with gaming, you know.
yeah.
They're like, "What the fuck is Call of Duty and why is it on ESPN? Like, what is this? Is this a sport?" It's like, bro,
No,
you are lost.
but there's also those like Ocho Cinco. I've seen him tweet that he was watching like Mercs.
Ocho Cinco, yeah.
Yeah, and I've seen like other people tweet about celebrities or talk about about streamers and gamers too. So
Yeah.
like there's some like there's like a crowd where there's athletes and gamers are starting to like unite. Like with that whole ninja thing where he did with Drake, Travis Scott, like they were playing Fortnite together.
That's what I
Remember?
was talking about that earlier. How some of these rappers reach out to gamers
Yeah, we were. Yeah,
because they got their own followings. They got big followings.
yeah. So
And the
it's
times
like a different
changed.
feel.
The times have changed. Like gaming was just an arcade thing.
Yep.
You know, gaming used to be like something you do. You go to the arcade.
There's a
You
whole
know?
culture to it now. There's two people out there.
It's
There's a
like,
whole culture now.
yeah, it's very mainstream now.
Got him.
Jeez.
Behind the box. Both behind it. Down one.
Setting explosives.
Team wipe.
It's like you can do all this weird marketing shit, and it makes you look goofy. It kind of
Yeah.
makes you look goofy. Like when you market too much, it makes you look goofy, right?
Yeah.
Like, man, you're over here, you're doing this, you're doing that, you're not even worrying about the music anymore. You turn into DJ Khaled. Like everyone thinks,
Yeah.
he's
But, I
like
mean,
a
but
professional marketer.
Yeah, dude. But he
Dude,
makes.
people are
makes
like,
a
are you
killing.
an artist? Like, why is this song called DJ Khaled? Why is it by DJ Khaled? And he goes,
And he
"What?"
didn't
And then he
produce it?
gives like this crazy runaround answer, like, I'm the best, like, exactly. You know what? That's what the thing is. What about the thing that is the thing? And it's like,
He put out a book, The Keys.
and then
DJ Khaled, Keys.
keys, and then he'll say something like super philosophical, like that doesn't answer the damn question. You're like, what
But he
are you?
makes a lot of money.
It's like, I'm just this dude that embraces everything. I just, you know what I'm saying? That's like a philosophical ass answer. Oh, they're on the roof. Team wiped. See, that's why I don't like those philosophical ass things, because people will be direct and be like, what are you? And DJ Khaled be like, I'm just somebody who embraces things, and I let things embrace me. I'm like, what? You know what I mean? He's like a
Yeah.
professional bullshitter, and he's good at it. And speaking of music and gaming, it's like they had that Fortnite thing, right? Where
Yeah.
Travis Scott where they put Travis Scott in Fortnite, and they did a virtual fucking concert, right?
Yeah.
But even before that, they did another. Oh, I'm jumping inside. DJ Khaled was like trying to dance, and all these people were at like a Activision Blizzard concert. It was
Mhm.
like a weird. I forgot what game it was, but everyone was there. I think it was for Activision or Blizzard or Fortnite, and they didn't want to see no music. You know what I mean? They wanted to see video game music. They didn't want to listen to hip hop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But DJ Khaled was there, and he's like trying to dance, and he can't dance for shit. And he starts dancing, and everyone's like puzzled. Everyone's like, "What is he? Why is he doing that? Like, this isn't the right place for that." Yeah, like DJ Khaled, he's like a professional promoter, man, and he's like,
I thought he was like the producer. Like he made the music.
There ain't no goddamn way.
He doesn't make the music?
no. He sits in the studio and pretends to make the music.
What the heck?
He'll be in there with the fucking headphones on, and he'll get on like Twitter and shit.
Are they
And
up there, Nate?
You know what I mean? And he'll start like promoting everything and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't know how to make beats. Come on. He knows how to promote the fuck out of it though. Right?
Yeah. He collabs with people.
Bro, he's a professional promoter, but he's not a rapper. He's goofy. And he owns it,
Yeah.
And people will be like, he would be on Snapchat, keeping up with the fans, like, "What's up, y'all? I'm on the treadmill. I'm trying to lose weight." And then he'll do it for like 3 years in a row, and people are like, "Why is he still the same size?"
Because he just probably do that when he recorded, and that's
And
the
then
only
they
time he
call
did
him out, and
it.
they're like, "Why are you? You said you've been doing this and that, and you're still the same. Like, why haven't you lost weight?" And he's like, "You know what? I just really like to eat. I like food." He's a professional bullshitter, man. He's on that bullshit, and you know what? The people fucking love it, dude. The people love that shit. It's comedy. He's like lightweight comedian, dude. Like, I put up that video of me like rapping in the studio, making the beat, but nobody gives a shit, So it's like, why not? Who gives a fuck how you look? Like, I'm not in high school. I wasn't afraid of being looked at as a lame and a goofy, because I knew it was only gonna be for 4 years.
Yeah,
But the difference with being like online and shit is like you get known. It's like your reputation kind of dies in high school, right? But when you do shit online, your reputation it kind of sticks with you, right?
yeah. I mean, yeah.
It's a
What?
totally different game. And some people are okay with being a clown. They don't wear the red nose. They don't wear the white face mask. They're still
Yeah,
clowns, but they get paid. They get paid. You get paid for being a professional clown.
yeah,
I don't think. I think anyone who would work with DJ Khaled would be honored to work with DJ Khaled. Even you're right,
yeah.
because he
It's an achievement. It's an achievement.
he's up there. DJ Khaled's well, and people that want to say he's goofy, right, or just like downplay him or say he's goofy in a negative way, are how I felt. One of the things I feel about talking shit is whenever you talk shit, you're shooting
Yeah,
yourself in the foot. You shoot
you're
your,
hating on
you
somebody.
shoot yourself in the foot. It's like lightweight. It's like lightweight. Like sometimes you can tell a joke and you're just bullshitting. But sometimes you shoot yourself in the foot and you put your foot in your mouth. You understand what that
Yeah,
means?
yeah,
Like, bro, you said some stupid shit and now you shot yourself in the foot. Now you can't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So it's like, man, it's hard to deal with hate. And it's like if you're not being hated on, then you're doing something wrong, right? Like everybody loves you. You're not you you kind of want people to be jealous because that lets you know you're doing something right. Of course, you don't want to be around people who are jealous, but the fact that if you know that people are jealous, then that's like double checking. Like I'm doing something right. Like somebody's. It's like a guarantee. Like, right? Does that make sense?
it makes sense.
Like, man, you have all these people supporting you, but you're not really moving. It's because they're being fake and they're not telling you what you really need to hear. Like, the real ones will say some shit, will shed light on stuff that will help you realize things and to help you grow, right? You just need to be able to differentiate when somebody's talking shit and downplaying your name versus giving you like constructive criticism,
Yeah,
because constructive criticism will help you realize things, and it will help you realize things. It will help you learn and grow. And hate, that shit doesn't. That's just something you have to get good at dealing with.